We have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Houston Texans in Atlanta. This is your Week 5 2023 prediction and preview video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Also hit the like button. Let's start off with the Atlanta Falcons. This is two ugly losses back to back for this team. They only scored 6 points against the Detroit Lions, and they only scored 7 points against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have to come out here, take care of the football. Desmond Ridder has now thrown interceptions that's basically cost his team some games. He threw a pick six last week and another bad interception to Darius Williams in that Jacksonville Jaguars game in London. He has to do a better job of taking care of the football. Right now, he is having a tough time. So you want to come out and run the football as much as possible with guys like B. John Robinson and Tyler Algier. In the second half of the Jacksonville Jaguars game, Desmond Ridder played very good. But early on, he did come out slow. Go out there, do some screen passes, do some curl routes to get Desmond Ridder adjusted to the game plan and just get him comfortable. Right now, he is rattled, but you want to go out there, establish the run, be dominant, and stick with it. Don't give up on the run game and make Desmond Ridder carry this offense. He is not there to carry this offense just yet. This is a Texans team that is red hot, but you can run on this team. You do some misdirections just like how you did last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So key number one, take care of Desmond Ridder. Don't allow him to get sacked. He got sacked 7 times against the Detroit Lions. He got beat up a lot against the Jacksonville Jaguars as well. He got sacked 4 times. The offensive line has to play better, especially the right side of the offensive line. Chris Lindstrom and Jake Matthews are doing the best that they can, but the rest of the offensive line, they definitely have to take care of Desmond Ridder. So he has to go out there. Don't turn the football over. Take care of him up front and run the football as much as possible and get Drake London the football in space. Last week, it was a nice back shoulder fade for a touchdown that win that Jacksonville Jaguars game, but get Kyle Pitts more involved. Move him around and even put him at the wide receiver position if you need to. Put him inside and outside the slot. You also have Cordell Patterson that is healthy and ready to go for this game. So use those weapons and get some yards after the catch with these guys. Just make life easy for Desmond Ridder offensively. Now defensively, this defense is very tough. They've played a lot of good games this year, and every single game this year, the defense has come up and they've stepped up and played. They make life hard for quarterbacks. Right now, C.J. Stroud is playing like a top veteran quarterback in the NFL, and he's just a rookie. You have to give him different looks. Get physical with these wide receivers and Nico Collins and Tank Dell. Be careful getting physical with Tank Dell if you don't want to have safety help over top in terms of just having Jesse Bates oversee everything, because Tank Dell has game-breaking speed to where he can break out over the top, and Nico Collins is the #1 wide receiver for this team. But go out there, be aggressive with these wide receivers at the line of scrimmage, and give C.J. Stroud different looks. He's a guy that likes to get the ball out quick, so being aggressive with these wide receivers in terms you just sticking with them the hip to hip, if you could do that and get some pass deflections in, but make it hard for these wide receivers to catch the football, because C.J. Stroud is phenomenal right now, and he's on a hot streak. Also, try to get as much pressure on him as much as possible. This is the Texans offensive line that's dealing with a lot of injuries, but C.J. Stroud is so good getting rid of the football to where pressures are not able to get there majority of the time. So go out there and just try to just push the pocket and make him uncomfortable as much as possible. I trust in this Falcons defense to give C.J. Stroud a lot of problems. Now, let's talk about the Texans. Speaking of C.J. Stroud, he has 6 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. This kid is special. He's playing like a top quarterback in the NFL. He's been phenomenal. I am worried about the offensive line because they're dealing with so many injuries, but he's so good at getting rid of the football so quick and not taking sacks anymore that it's just phenomenal to see. The first couple games, he was getting hit a lot. The last 2 weeks against the Jacksonville Jaguars was a great win, and what they did against the Pittsburgh Steelers last week was just phenomenal. They scored 30 points, and they held the Steelers to 6 points. Offensively, just take care of C.J. Stroud and get the playmakers the ball, and guys like Nico Collins and Tank Dell as well. Dalton Schultz also had a phenomenal game last week. He walked away with a touchdown in that game, and he's a very good tight end for this team. So just continue to just take care of C.J. Stroud up top and make sure that he has enough time to pocket to read the defense, and you can be in a good situation. This is a tough Falcons defense, but definitely try to go out there and run the football, but just make sure you take care of C.J. Stroud as much as possible. Defensively, so when things get very interesting, DeMeco Ryans is a great defensive mind. You have to go out there and stop the run of the Atlanta Falcons. Make Desmond Ridder beat you. And I'm not saying go out there and play man coverage against this team. This is a bad Falcons offensive line in terms of pass protection. I'm looking at guys like Will Anderson, Malik Collins, and Sheldon Rankins to go out there and get a lot of pressure on Desmond Ridder. You take that run game away. Then you make him read the defense. That's when you can get pressure with your original front four, and he won't be able to dump the ball down off as much. You can play up close with this team because the wide receivers do struggle to get separation at times. Drake London is a very good wide receiver, but he doesn't get that much separation. So if you just stay right there and don't allow him to get those spectacular catches, you could be in a great situation. But make Desmond Ridder read the defense. The same way that the Houston Texans played Kenny Pickett last week, do the exact same thing to Desmond Ridder this week. Take away the run game of Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson and make Desmond Ridder beat you with his arm and make him beat you with him reading the defense. And another thing you want to do as well is tackle these guys in space. Kyle Pitts can take a 5 to 6 yard dump off route, and he can take it to the house for a big game. So make sure you tackle these guys in space and halt their momentum early on. This is a physical football team. They're going to try to establish a run as much as possible. You just have to match that energy and match that physicality in the trenches. I do have the Houston Texans winning this game. I have the Houston Texans winning this game 24-14. But let me know in the comment section below, who do you have winning this game? The Atlanta Falcons or the Houston Texans? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.